Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've been doing a lot of thinking. Because if you probably saw the last episode, the way it ended, when we were on the verge of taking this Kingdom of Kosala, even though it's fragmented into pieces, we were about to score big, but we just fell short. We were about to win it, and then it took away from us. We had a guy running a giant, which is this county here. That duchy, Raj in particular, and he died of severe stress. And since he had no heirs, the Khan of Kosala inherited that land. So we lost one, but we gained one when we earlier expanded into the Kalinga region, mostly in a part of Orissa, even though a part of it belongs to the expanding Zoroastrians, in which they will be dealt with at a later time. Which I keep saying that because I am not fully committed to be ready to be fighting against Zoroastrians. Instead, we want to let them continue to wreak havoc over the Bengal region, whereas I care about taking control of the northern Indian kingdoms, and even Little Gondwana eventually. So, I still got a bone to pick with Kosala, but I did some thinking, so let's get to it. Spend all the renown on getting these Hindu holy commanders. Fanatical leader. Oof, long name. Another fanatical leader. Jeez. That's a third one. Let me guess. Fanatical leader. No, ardent defender. Opposite. And that is all. So that's all the holy commanders are bringing. Except for this one. He's our siege guy. It's a good one to have with you. But now I feel that, well, yes, I'm an old man. A pretty healthy old man at that. I was thinking Sarama, if that's how you say her name, despite her great skills at stewardship, which one would think she would be a pretty good member for the Great Trade League in the future. But I contemplate about more expansions and even possibly expanded areas like Gujarat or Bengal and whatnot. Since I've done all I can for Hinduism for the religious liberation. But I think she would have to continue on the legacy. Narani. I want her to be the heir of the empire. And to do that, I have to convert to another faith. Despite the fact that I've done a lot of great things for Hinduism, for Rajputana and Sindh, that they were able to free themselves. Oddly enough, you're Bedouin, but you're Hindus. Because they populated that area. Same for them. Yeah, cultural conversions in areas where majority population is of that. As long as they're Hindus, I'm alright. Converting to Jainism is out of the question because I'm not saying I antagonize the Jains too much because of secret society members. But, what use is there for Jainism? Yes, it's good for stability, but this is already a pretty stable empire. And plus I mainly use it for subjugation wars when we get more purity. But if I want to, fight in little bit holy wars here and there and all that and more. So I think the practical option is to convert to Buddhism. That's the first time that I've done that, and it's the first time that a Tamil ruler, especially an empire one, is a Buddhist. But it's a personal thing, not something for my children. I don't want my daughters to follow Buddhism. They will remain Hindu, as per tradition in the Chola Dynasty. It's like, yes, we had a Jain heritage, and we had a Hindu upbringing, but now I have to become Buddhist. Buddhist tradition is marked by immense pluralism. principally follows three main branches: Mahayana, Vajrayana, and Theravada. As a convert, as I convert, I must choose one of them. Vassal opinion, health, or learning. But you know, when I use that Christian immersion mod, this one, when you're Buddhist, it's +2 learning, not +4 learning. For those that doesn't use the mod, because I felt that it's too much learning for Buddhists to be benefit off of. Because if you wanted more learning, take up theology or scholarship, or in this case combined with the university mod where I put all the learning books equipped, you can have more learning there. And since I would like to live a couple of more years, I still have a purpose in life, so I will pick the middle option. Of the two truths, more health. That particular branch was a favorite branch of the Sogdians back in the Assyrian series, where we frequently allied with Sogdiana. They were all Buddhists there, no Zoroastrians. Which means that construction of the Hindu temple will once again be halted, and I'm going to get kicked out of the followers of Arjuna. Again, I've done all I can for Hinduism in the region. So, for now, I still got a bone to pick with them, because I want that territory back. Yeah, we lost one, but we gained one when we expanded our reach into Kalinga territory. Kingdom of Orissa in particular. Zoroastrians are to be dealt with later. I would say I want to grab the northern Indian kingdoms in the future, and then we'll deal with the Zoroastrians of Bengal. So I will press all claims to get all this back. See, not just this county, or that little barony, but all of it. Press all claims. But it's a strong claimant, which means if I die, then Narani will take it. Speaking of which, you are now the new heir. Because you are strong. You're an accomplished lady-in-waiting. You're a skilled tactician. That's +1 health combined, and with strongs, that's +2. You will be a long-lived ruler, just like me. So let's fight to get that piece of land back, and bring the retinue with you. I will lead the troops, too. It's come to our attention that you no longer adhere to the true faith. Well, I hope you realize your grave error and return to Brahma. We cannot be united in our battles against the infidels. Seems I made some enemies today, so... I mean, yeah, I'm an old murderer and we have religious differences, but... I wish nothing but the best for you, alright? I've done all I can for the religious liberation of Rajputana and Sindh. Apparently I got another letter. It has come to our attention that you do not live up to the standards expected of our members. While we wish you no ill, we cannot allow you to proclaim yourself as one of the followers of Arjuna. Wait a minute. He sent me one message. Okay, I get what the Grandmaster's trying to say. For Vidaram Deva. Hey, what you would write, which is a bit harsh. Says you realize your grave error. You inherit to another faith in Buddhism. Send it away. And he's like, you know what, I shouldn't use these harder wordings. Write another letter. And he says that a little more nice. Wish you no ill. Yeah. So, again, we wish nothing but the best. So, in about 2 months, I will take refuge in Lord Buddha and the Saraka Sangha, which is not to be confused with the Jain Saraka Sangha. And also I thought of something. Now that this reminded me. First Tamil Buddhist commander. Well, this is what I'm getting into it. And mind you, within the empire, Buddhism in that region and down in Sri Lanka is considered a minority in an empire. So I inherit a minority religion inside of the Deccan Empire. or the South Indian Empire, or the Chola Empire. I gotta have another thought. I need to get her married, and I figured out which one. But it's for the sake of one's bloodline. Like I would like for her to grab another bloodline. There's this guy here, and he's in the council. Jagdev Pala, you are married to my niece. Even though you are highly suspicious, but we're gonna have to kill my niece. And I know you're an old man, but I want you to marry my daughter. But first, we gotta get rid of her. She lives here in Thanjavur, yes. Send a spy master over. Yeah, seems harsh, but it's the way of doing. It's not for grabbing claimants, no. Well, I want her to be matrimonially married to the Pala Dynasty because of that bloodline of his. Or if only that was my niece. You hear yourself say that? Oh yes, the ugly duckling of the family. And I know it's terrible for me to say, but that's the fact. Send it to the steward. Another reason why I must live long. I still have a book to write. My Pujari, published results from his medical investigation. The book has not received any noble attention, but at least, oh, good lord, how do you say that name? Hey, any of you Tamil viewers that are watching this video, I want to know how you pronounce that name. I know that deep down part is Ditya, but, how do you say that? Or anybody that knows the Tamil language. Oh, getting sick again. Well, it looks like my daughter's reign may start a little earlier. So yeah, the Pujari gave me an excellent symptom treatment. Oh, it better well work. I just don't feel well. There's no disease around here. Diarrhea. Maybe it's dysentery. Could be dysentery. Oh, take refuge in Lord Buddha. Now I've joined the Saraka Sangha. I may not have long lived, but Dharmic wisdom makes you lose wicked traits and gain pious ones over time. Also, since I have a high diplomacy skill, if you wish to join the Buddhist Sangha, you gotta have diplomacy skill, not learning like the other two. Largely the same, except for this little thing. I'm gonna have to need to cancel that ambition unless I gain a friend. Well, we're gonna be off to war soon. Oh no, cancer is back. Well, there goes another body part. My life is in your hands. He's presented me with a potion of the most peculiar sorts. They had neither odor nor taste. They possessed the appearance of liquid silver. The metallic potion was easy enough to ingest. I can understand why this was a risky tripping option. I feel amazing. Yep, got a good couple of years in me. Alright, we're off to war. Go reclaim this land. And we gotta know where the enemy is. And mind you, we control all the holdings of Magad except for Patliputra, if we need to see a bit more of it. And we're destroying corruption in the domain, which is something I forgot to address from that previous episode, that yes, we bankrupt ourselves due to the crown jewels that we got. Holy Hindu commanders are still around. There you are. Oh man. Why? We got to kill my niece before it gets me. But I'm willing to pay. We got the money. So we gotta drop that little girl and well, I don't know if she's little. She's 49 years old. She's a grown-ass woman. Grown-ass niece. Wanted to kill her so that my marshal can marry my daughter and get at least a child out of it. Of course there would be a disease here. I'd like to think that curses keep happening here. Tamilakam has a reputation of having the worst kind of diseases here. So shut the gates. You know what to do. So now we have no good commanders. They're all in the court with me. Where is he, by the way? Oh yeah, he's only defending that part of it, while we're gonna... Well, it looks like it's gonna be a walk in the park from here. We'll just take all this territory and we will win. What's going on? Farsi war for Vicayâtitta's claim. Prince Mansour's... We'll accept, but we have to, two guys wants in. We'll get this done fast and then we'll come help you out. By the way, how much is your enemy? That. And that. There goes another of my daughter, which I didn't know she had camp fever. Wait a minute, do we not have court physicians? We do. Bill. waiting for them to lose a bit of part of that land. And then, he's around there somewhere. There they are, and he's hired himself some mercenaries. Oh. Just take one more holding and then we'll charge at him. Always happens. Diseases down here. Finished the book. I'm glad we finished it before I left this earthly realm. Let me see this book. Okay, where is it? Ah. Narrow flank and more. Combat skill. Composed by Samrajni, the scholar, as an instruction manual for close combat fighting. The book is a reliable resource of information for anybody interested in the fighting style of a Tamil duelist. Just like this other book that's around here somewhere. If I could find it. The Book of Shadows, you know, wall combat skill. Glad to know that. Hopefully we can capture him just to show him who's boss. Gee, you're super pissed. Fine, I'll make you steward, even though you're gonna be an up and at him type of guy. An up and at him type of guy, what kind of sentencing is that? Don't forget to help out these guys too, over at Send. Oh boy. I need to learn to reject hate. As a devout Buddhist, I'm trying to reject the poison that hate and anger brings to mind. I need to get rid of that trait if I want to be a good Buddhist. And I wish I could hire myself a court guru, but that was already spent for the Hindu portion. Oh, and don't forget charity. Cursed infidels! Queen of Crusader Saxony, a Serbian Catholic, now runs that region. Even though... Yeah. Just do it. Also, what? I was about to say, why is there a Buddhist in the middle? Well, then again, I am introducing Buddhism to the Empire. And there's a really bad disease once again. Because I feel that the gods have cursed me and I had to take refuge in Lord Buddha. So that happened. Alright, we got all this land back. We usurped all of that. As it should be. Now, is there anybody that has a claimant that could join? Unfortunately, he's the only one and he's way too old and not gonna live long. It's inadequate. Yeah, so we can't put women in the throne either. Unless they're landed. So it's impossible. But what about Mala? There's one. And he's a young man too. So we're gonna give him Ujjayi. But we'll still lose another that piece of land there. If he doesn't have any children, so I will not oppose him. But I'll give him the duchy. Oh, of course you would. Also, you have holdings. Yeah, he has Damas, or Bernice if you will. One in Kanamona, another in Kanda, and then Latalura. So I guess somebody did give him land. Oh, the other strong warrior princess. Wow. I was about to say, I don't, she's not born attractive nor groomed, but calling her the fairest of Cholamandalam? Sure, why not? Even though generations past have seen fairer women than... Weak claim. Yeah. I was about to say, Jiminy Christmas for religious liberation of Baha, Gondwana. Well, we cannot press his claim to get Mao, right? It's dangerous. It's a dangerous gamble. So it's like if that plan doesn't work again, then we'll have to resort to, oh, I don't know, something else. There's a lot of numbers here. I'm trying to learn how to reject hate by getting rid of that rough trait. Oh, shh. I remembered. Tell you what, you go over there. Kage, I forgot about Sin. I was so consumed about Ujjayi. We'll link up with them. Oh, Gujarat, you're in quite a trouble again. Oh, god dang it. Just when there's one disease and then there's another. Slow fever originated from there. Just when I was about to open the gates, but wait and see. You still can't assassinate that mace. Slide, he's a Hindu. Let him do what he wants. We are coming. Don't really much care about you. So we should deal with ours first. Or just chase him out of there. That's the third time. And I'm sure she's more mad as it already is. Slow fever's not coming here? Well, open the gates then. I'm willing to risk it. There, now she's no longer secluded. Go kill her. Quick. And this is the fourth time. Because people don't know how to keep their mouths shut in this realm. Stick with them. And this is what I mean. Everybody just can't keep their mouths shut. 1 minus 1,000 protected murder. Because everybody keeps telling her. Oh man, it's too late. Out of cancers. And whereas we can't get the other two because they live in different realms and we cannot press their claims as if I needed to. It's just we wanted that part of the bloodline. Well, you're gonna have to be married to someone else. Hey, here's our chance. We should defeat them in one of the wars. Now we're gonna put a snake on that niece of mine. But I fear it may already be too late. And we have to get him there soon. we're gonna have to get him. See how this goes. That didn't work. Incompetent conspirators. More plots revealed. Okay, when the last assassination plot comes up, and if it's a failure too, then my daughter will get married to someone else. You need to stop checking out of this. That's what you gotta do. Why did I pick to read the Jayananga Sutras? But, reading this has affirmed my confidence in my own beliefs. And it was probably you. Burn it. Why do I get the feeling that this old woman is going to outlive me? This is getting ridiculous. Marshal the kingdom. Day in the stocks is enough. Maybe he'll be dealt with to the local authorities there. Finally, we got that old hag! And I don't care if I'm a known murderer again. Oh, third chance. Look at you. You are 36 years old and you got into a fight? Who did you fight against? You mean she hasn't killed somebody? No wounds. What? Don't know if it's sparring or did she join a society? No? Well, anyways. Well, despite what you think of me, even though you have a really, really bad cancer, but I don't care. You are marrying her. And you already have the best doctor on the job. Make you master the hunt just to make you feel, well, less guilt. Make me feel less guilty since I slaved your spouse. Just impregnate her at least once. One child is good enough. And if he dies, then oh well, that's a shame. Because we wasted all that time trying to kill that old, you know. You could say that my conversion to Buddhism for personal salvation wasn't a genuine one. It was a necessity. And a healthier lifestyle too. Alright, go home all of you. Get out of here. Figures. Hey. Would you like to marry her? No. Even though you're having chest pains. This one's already married, but we can't get rid of him. And we can't invite him to court because he's in the middle of he's part of a revolt. Tell you what, let me see the Pala house tree, family tree, whatnot, so that we will know some... There's bloodlines for that. That's what we're trying to grab. It's just a little bit more prestige and Hindu heir option. It's not about clearance. It's about getting a bloodline. Okay, who's a... But he's heir to the realm, so that can't be possible. May sound stupid, but it's because of the difference in age. He's landed. He's not, but already married. Is that the only guy around there? He's infirm. The rest are just way too damn old. He's a monk, so can't be possible. Just a lot of females and not enough, you know. And you're the only option. I recall seeing force them to invite the court by favor. Let me buy you a favor. So see if I can get it out of you. This is the last chance. Nobody knew Marshall. Must not have a council position. Well then, I guess you're gonna have to get rid of him, but we cannot. So, yeah, it's impossible now, so, well, you married someone else. But the question is who? Apparently priests are allowed to marry. I did not know that. Well, anyways. Yeah, there's not much choices. And many of them are just have bad births. But it seems the most sane out of everybody is a 16-year-old, even though he's a really sinful person. So you have no choice, but you are going to marry to him, who is a bastard of a dynasty. And once you have Chola's children, and we'll try again with that bloodline. So there. Problem solved. Finally got rid of that rough trait. Learn to reject hate, yes. No more hatred. And because of killing my niece, I became a familial kinslayer. It ain't here yet. What should I spend with that money? You know, one last big spend before I pass away. You know, I always thought about building a second wonder. Turn it around. Well, anyways, the wonder I thought about building would be Great Harbor, because You get a local tax modifier and increased trade value since, you know, of all the trade routes there, as you could see. It's always the most reasonably stable because of that trade route that it can come from China. When it comes in, even when there's hostilities about this one, the trade always runs well then. How much would that cost me if I were to build a great harbor? Oh, that's good. So you could say whenever we're not building a Hindu temple, well, we can build this regardless of faith. So this one's 19 years and 9 months, so nearly 20 years. So we will have that great harbor built for more trade and more ships. Attractive but frail. Yeah, I'm a man who had anger issues. I'm trying to be a good Buddhist. And why aren't you giving me any missions? I'm ready for whatever, unless you don't feel that I'm Kinslayer. That diplomacy went down because of it. Yes, I'm a terrible person, but there is no ambition that helps me reject the Kinslayer. No. I did what I did. And Narani's purpose, when she becomes the next ruler of the Chola Empire, is to continue on the legacy of, well, Hindu revivalism and expansion to the north. That's what's going to be characterized for her reign. And it's impossible for me to become a monk because, well, I'm still cynical. And I'm trying to be less cynical. Maybe perhaps just take up theology and you'll be fine. You'll get that zealous thing again. Sooner rather than later. Follow him. Aha! Actually, no, do follow. By the way, where are you going? Is that where they resigned? Gee, it's a long way there. And return to Hinduism after all this time? No. Now you're a holy Buddhist warrior, and you're going to be kicked out of that thing too. Yeah, meditation is what I need. I need a peace of my mind. In solitude there is peace. Okay, you know what? I don't want any more treatments. Just let me die. And apparently, like, here's one thing I remember. When you have 15,000 prestige, that's when you get that rare chain event to form another bloodline. But it appears it's not happening. But it's very rare, but it's not happening, unfortunately. So. I'll just let myself die and let our reign begin. I thought I had a few good more years, but not so much. I know that Buddha was a paragon of temperance, however, I struggle to contain my appetite. While the meditation is supposed to eat very simple food in small portions, but I'm growing weary. I cannot concentrate when my stomach rumbles like this. I shall defeat my desires with a fast. During the first days of my fast, I felt that I was going to die. Well, the cancer. As I woke on the third day, however, I was surprised at how clear my mind was and how little the lack of sustenance bothered me. The next day, I broke my fast and returned to my simple diet. It was more than simple enough to satisfy me. I am stronger than I thought. Through perseverance and concentration, I managed to defeat my sinful nature and maintain seclusion. But I'm not temperate. Virtuous as I am, unfortunately, my cynicism is just... I was about to say, aye. Daughter's born strong. He should marry to that commander. Even though he's a Buddhist, you know, greater chance for more children to be born strong. She'll have to arrange that. At least I can promote before I die. Should go on and defeat him. And let me take a vow of celibacy. So I could die a celibate. See? We're helping. Even though we took more casualties. I will stop that Sunni uprising as well. I was about to say, hey, is it possible that I can... Well, I just have to break up with my wife and I could just stop this nonsense. But of course, if I do that, the treasury, all the books, all the crown jewels and everything, they'll be gone. Look, the books, they'll be... We can get them back in a fast way, either through looting and whatnot. What? And she became a mystic because of that philosophy of hers. Whatever works out for her. And it appears she won another fight. She's been winning fights. Are you a member of a society of any kind, or are you just like fighting your rivals? Or unless you've been antagonizing somebody. I don't know what's the matter with you, but I... Tell you what, if you want to be fighting like this, I'm going to give you my sword and my armor. I'll tell you what, actually I do want the treatment. I need to get out of this, abdicate early, and then my reign can truly begin. Just give me a mild treatment. And if she needs books, she could sponsor the universities. I will keep the books, but I'll give her the weapons and armor, the crown jewels, and the books that were composed by our rulers. So as long as you know what you're doing. If you want to defend yourself, brought me a concoction made from buckthorn. At first I thought the potion was ineffectual, but later the same day I felt a churning in my bowels, which sent me running for privy. As I howled in anguish, he assured me that the foulness was expelled with my feces. I feel a little better. Little would be an understatement. Okay, now here's the necklace. I'm trying to give all that stuff away before I go become a Buddhist monk. Or whatever that term is, I'll look it up in a moment. Oh, and this thing too. Here's the tongue of an unbeliever. Once told many lies. Some real lies. The fairest of Chola mandalums has a bastard child. Well, ever since I gave it a nickname, somebody already wanted to better. Here's this book. If you want to fight better, read this book. If you want to become an even better fighter, here's another book for you to read. Oh, I have to give her the ropes too. Anything that is equipable has to be given away. Here it is. Here's my new book for you to read. And I got one more item to give away, then I will give you all the money in the world. One last thing. A Geyser of Glory. Look at your combat skill now. Keep chasing them down. As I said, look, if you want to become a better fighter, you need to join some society. And calm down with the assassinations. You've already proven yourself to be an effective warrior of sorts. Even though she's not a commander, but she will be commander-in-chief. The Lord of the Armies. So, now the next step. I'll arrange a divorce of my wife, which will cost me quite a bit of money. And, what else? Yes, I can go become a monk now. I'll set it as an important decision as a reminder. Yeah, there's a Buddhist term for bhikkhu. That's what they're called. The bhikkhu. So on this very day, on this beginning of a new decade, before I become a monk, and before you can name anyone else, man, I killed a lot of people. I learned to reject hate, and I feel this is the right path for me to do. Samrajni, I'm going to give you all the money. Give it a moment. There. Gave her all that money. Just enough for the bare essentials, alright? Look, if she wants to get all these books back, well, she has to sponsor the universities and also to go raid. Because sometimes you may find books there. Now to go on a journey so I can abdicate. I'm not exactly Ashoka the Great, but I'll still be considered as one of the all-time greats in the Chola history. So I'm out of here. Yeah. After a few days, the monastery comes to my sight. The seriousness of my decision suddenly draws upon me. Is this what I truly want? To leave the world behind? Yeah, I will become a bhikkhu. So I will no longer be able to marry or inherit anymore. At least we're able to consolidate the gains. So yes, the world is dust. So Narani Chola is the newest ruler. Well, slow down. So there she is. Samrajni Narani of the Chola Empire. And she's secretly Jain, which we'll have to renounce that and gain free karma. So there we go. But still has no children. And also cancel that plot. Member of the Harmless. Oh, I'll get kicked out of it too because I renounced the secret faith. Which, by the way, how many members are there? Oh my goodness. Now that we know what's in the inside, 53 faithfuls, 29 adherents, 9 preachers, and there's only one herald. And that's him. And he's a convicted apostate. Wait a minute, I recognize him. Yeah, he was found guilty by my father. Oh yeah, during the last act we also had to give him that. So my father now lives in the Rajachara Nadu, in which he may inherit that realm if he doesn't produce any children, unless he dies of depression. So, Vicayâtitta the scholar, one of the greatest rulers of Chola history, now lives in retirement. At least he was able to find himself some peace after all the things he's done. Now, as for me, I need children, and fast. I'm in my 30s. We have a good, strong military, but there's no need to prove ourselves for that. So if you want children, you gotta increase the fertility. And I am not too sure about the husband. I recall seeing a guy around here who said to be... Oh, I don't know. Cousin? All the holy warriors are gone. What's that guy's name? I remember seeing the commander. Who's born strong. He's here somewhere. Wrong. Oh, someone else's legal tutor. Marvinus, courtier of Deccan Empire. Oh, hey. Give me him. Even though he may be a little old, but... Or he just says no reason. Oh, that's right. I guess he's gone off because he was a Buddhist and now Hindu. I follow Chan philosophy and I'm a mystic. A bit tempted now, but first choose patron deity and everything else. Go a bit different. Stewardship is severely lacking, so Ganga of the waters, she who purifies. Can't focus here. And get back to construct the Hindu temple. We're building two wonders at the same time. Great Harbor and another stage up to the Hindu temple. Right, sorry about that. We can arrest them. And arrest this local man. About to say, just jump him. And remember, still an ongoing conflict to fight against Khalid. Just bring out the best. Yeah, again, I have no books. My father just gave me all of it. He took all the books with him. So. Saga is a legendary saga that tells a mythical and partly historical tale of ancient Swedish kings. Let's go get him. Haven't left that secret society yet. Yeah. Finally left. So in 2 months' time, in December, alright, we could finally bring the retinue home. In 2 months' time, I'll figure out which side to join. So yeah, just get rid of that life. Inherited all these weak claims. Finally. Pregnancies come with considerable risks now that I'm with child. I ought to appoint a regent who could take over if anything should happen to me. I was thinking about seduction focus if I don't get a child in the next 3 years, but finally got one, so pick one. For protection. Hey, do you allow women here? Heretics? No. I mean, I would love to join that secret society. No, not secret. That holy order society. It's going to be my first child. I feel complete loss. What if I'm doing something wrong? Or what if something bad happens? And what shall I do while I wait for the day of my labor? Need to pray for my child's good health. Need to up the karma a bit. You may never know that you'll need it for, you know, whatnot. I mean, I would love to be a member of the Holy Order, but they don't allow women there. Smoother skin, shining eyes, full of curves. The changes brought to this pregnancy made me more beautiful than I ever was in my entire life. It's well worth the nausea. Revoke that title and banish you. You went that way? Well, shoot. It's too bad I cannot banish you, but you got an artifact that I could seize from you. It's like, you know what, your money's no good here. Let me take your book. The vassals will be displeased. Okay, fine. Just give me the money. Even though it's just chump change at this point. Now remember, if you need more money, there's always raiding. It's been a long while since Malik Arjuna gave me so much attention. I'm fairly sure his sudden interest in me might be related to my recent changes, but I cannot deny I'm flattered by it nonetheless. Enjoy it while it lasts. We can press his claim to Kosala. Well, get the retinue back here, back to this region, and then we'll fight against Kosala one more time and we can finally score big to get a new kingdom. But we don't, well, we cannot press claim on Mala yet. More on the cavalry. A little more improved keeps and castle infrastructure. And up on the Tonards a bit, which, yeah, one would think it's like, yes, as a woman, then we'll have more power to him. Now, women can be chancellors and stewards. And guard the stuff. Again, since they don't allow women in it, I'm only going to be in this for a while. Only just to pick up on the combat skill training. I'm not trying to rank up. No. That's not what I plan on it. On this, I just want to train the combat skill a bit. And until I see notification that says women are allowed to join the Falls Arjuna, and I will be there in a heartbeat. I want to be a holy warrior like my father. So he has enlisted the help of some of the women in our family to cheer me up and keep my mind off the pregnancy while I wait for the child to be born. If nothing else, it would be nice to have somebody to talk to when I'm not dealing with my duties as Samrajni. Just wait till you're in position. One of the aides helped me sit down, gently taking a feel of my belly and asking me if I'm comfortable enough. Another servant encouragingly holds a spoonful of soup close to my mouth. All this pampering for my gossip is really spoiling me. What a blissful life I have. I'm perfectly happy with the way things are. I've gained a content trait. Final months. Baby's coming. Once the baby is born, start the war. Don't care if it's a daughter or a son because of agnatic-cognatic rules. It's just that it's a good thing we have a continuation of the Chola Dynasty through me. Very well. Huh. Pay for the repairs. Alright, have a daughter. Yeah, everybody in this line of succession are all women now. Until we have a son. if I get a few more children throughout my 30s. In no mood for seducing people. Look at you, all grown up now. But we fear that if he dies, then Kosala gets the land. And if he dies, he gets Kosala, but choices. Well, I guess we have to implement that claim now. And we can't start a war for that claimant of Mala, which would be another huge gain for us in the Empire, but that's impossible now. There's no plots against me, is there? No. You're fine. I thought we got rid of you. Anyway, so... Oh, remember, if you want more books, sponsor the university. Are there any Jains around here? No? But I can give one of those two away. Especially my eldest, who's mad as all hell, thinking, it's like, yeah, she should have been one, but... No. Out! And we'll use that to sponsor that Chinese academy, see if we can get Chinese books out of this. Necklace of Radiance? A jeweled dagger? Oh, yeah. My sister had them. I got the old crown jewels back. Good move. Is my father still... Is he still around? Of course he is. It's just you're not going to it. Can't invite him to court. Not to mention, he's not an heir. But the heir is me. So I guess he is truly living happily in retirement. I hope happily. Just hang on. You know what, I'll start swaying him just for once, just to tell him. It's like, hey, how you doing? Mind if I give you some money back? Or no? Anyways, to Kosala. We got to do it. We gotta stake that claim, and we have to win. No matter how it will cost. Whatever it takes. Since I have children of my own? Sure. My sister will be missed. Sucker. What's a moral authority, by the way? So good, relatively. And I will not arrest him. Either second or third in line. And where is he? Definitely not there. Have to lead the troops, you know, the Hindu morale. So put me here. And I get him here. And then here. And remember to take up your training. If you want more combat skill, this is the way to do it. I'm not going to be the person to rank up, and that I will remain in that Fighters Guild Society until they put women in the in that holy order. Okay, here's some paths we ought to take. This one. That way. Up on this way. And then you're at Magad. Because they're taking the holdings. They got my mother-in-law. Offense or defense? That's the question. We'll pick unyielding. May never know what you'll get yourselves into. I don't suppose you have any. You have any one of those? Okay, take it. Those organizers. Here's one, but he's depressed. This one's healthier, but he's one-legged. That's what I'm looking for. Just organized, just to get these guys moving faster. Alright, you guy who lost a leg just recently because I saw severely injured. Sure, you can't walk fast, but you can make them move fast. Go off you go! Sure, gonna get all that by then. A Taoist in a realm? If I were to ever be a Taoist, which is part of the Eastern group, I would only use it just to join a Hermetic Society and not anything else. Because, I don't know, just based on what I heard about people who play Taoist, that some would say it's not that good. It's useful if you're in a Hermetic Society and whatnot. Bastards. We have to chase them down no matter what. Even if it's badly supplied out there. Cross into the Zoroastrian territory. Fine, we're gonna catch them there. Take it all back. These mercenaries or event spawn troops or whatever have failed them. Whatever gets us to Magad fast. It's not easy being a mother. Cannot take risks myself where my child's future depends on my own health. The days I could freely go out for a ride or play with other ladies outside are over. I'm committed to stay at home, tend to my family, and be a big, happy woman. No, this is too much, and I need a diet. You have to be fit to be a warrior. Can't be doing such things. Take it all. Now we'll begin to work. Cruel is fine for combat skill. but it would hurt the diplomacy a little and would not be good for my, reputation. I'll have to toughen her up. Now I'm cruel. It's not been easy, but I think I'm finally managing to get back in shape. Most of my old clothes become too large for me. I can run a flight of stairs arriving at the top drenched in sweat. It's been ages since I felt so invigorated by a battle. Every day our unit is moving as connected by some unspoken bond, I exclaimed eagerly one night. Or a higher power of some kind. Oh, and so are you, my lady, one of my soldiers said with a genuine surprise on his face. This is a team effort, soldier. I said that if I'm aspired to be a member of the Holy Order, you gotta be more virtuous. Cruel is not exactly the type of virtue you would want to have. I did it for the combat. Poetry of Du Fu. Another martial book. Du Fu was a prominent Chinese poet of the Tang Dynasty. He is frequently called the greatest of the Chinese poets. Many of his poems are historical and comment on military techniques or are advice to the emperor. One of his earliest works gives voice to the sufferings of a conscript in the imperial army. How you doing, son? Shall I? We're winning so far. Now the question is, where is the army? He's out there nearby. I'll stage war games and large-scale exercises. I feel confident I can master one of the main military disciplines. Heavy foot is key. I'll be a heavy infantry leader as well, in addition to being an effective defender. And we're dealing with most of the corruption. Yeah, I'm a poor student because you have no idea what I am or what you have. The Great Seljuk. In the steppes of Central Asia, a great warrior has emerged as the leader of the Kanak tribe of the Oghuz Turks, demonstrating his brilliance by winning a war against the mighty Sultan Abu Bakr II of the Tad Sultanate. Other tribes take notice, and warriors of all stripes are flocking to his banners in great numbers. The Seljuk Khan promised him fortune and plunder in his future conquests. Turkish Khans come and go. Padishah Seljuk, the conqueror of the Seljuk Khaganate. And he's created the Seljuk Empire. That's where he lives now. "40,000 strong, so this could spell trouble." I'll confront him. Yeah, in a way. Once it ends, I'm going to start dueling. That's another way of getting duel experience if I want to have better combat. Just fight people. I mean, what are you afraid of? Oh, these are not Kosala de Jor. That's Bihar that we're getting. So go to the capital instead. And try to fight their army somewhere. Even though we can't get them fast enough. Bastards are at it again. But it's a holy war. I wonder why we're moving so slow. We'll take the river across the county, just have to do more time and start sieging that area then. Strong never rests. Now I'm a novice fighter. Just what I need. How's the Grand Master doing? Haven't allowed women in yet, but I would just love to join. Oh man. Told you my father thought he was be fine, but it doesn't appear so. Isn't there a bard mocking him? There could be a civil war anytime, and looks like it's going to be a large one at that. Especially backed by the kingdom. Yeah, they're just angry because of that. Because of our ambition to get Kosala, and now this may start a civil war for that, but looks like it's being delayed. Since they got our pressing issues. That'll get them off our backs. 99% war score. Just have to assault that area, then we'll go home quickly. There. We finally got it. That's a big gain. It's just a press your claim, and once you get it, you're part of the Empire now. Even though it's scattered, but we really expanded our control there. So now we have to deal with those guys. But it's the one that you started, not them. He's gonna die soon. We'll get there as fast as we can. If civil war breaks out, we have to come back. Just not a perfect person. Oh. Yeah, calm it down now. And It's gonna take a long time for that threat level to go down now that we've done our part. Thank God it's finally over. No longer cruel. What was so hard about that? They just keep giving me crap options, that's all I gotta say. I canceled that because I remember. Paused it. Oh, he's from the Basra Republic. I'll duel against him. It fit well in my hand and the wind blew gently across my face. I moved aggressively and struck once. I need not strike again. Left a lion on the ground and went to celebrate my victory. No mercy. No duel experience. There you go. Just up to kill count, why the hell not? Despite the fact that my father became a Buddhist and he left, he renounced the world and then he decided to go kill some more. Look at all these enemies you brought. Oh, it's a host claim too. Where's that host of yours? It seems you just piss a lot of people off just for existing. So we'll help out with that. Is there not enough of the experts? Now that's a terrible thing to have. Here's yours too. There's like 90 members of the Harmless. One would think that, that we would just continue to relentlessly persecute those who are Jains in secret, as if we're anti-Jain, but in actuality we're just anti-secret society members. We're just getting them into shape. And I'm no longer content. So you got a problem with that? I'll start antagonizing you and convince you to fight against me. Just to show you what kind of woman I am. Hey, father. Since we both have a martial education, so how about we go on a hunt? If he's willing. Even though he's a monk now. As if that stuff is beneath him. Oh, really? Gives me a smile as we start walking to the local forest around Chola Dynasty. I've been waiting for this in a while. Yeah, father-daughter hunting time. You know, he's 70 years old with no friends, and he's a rampant sinner despite his virtues as a as a Buddhist bhikkhu. So let the hunt begin while we go fight this war. Hours pass with little to no excitement. We suddenly come across the boar we were looking for. My soldiers look at me, waiting for my orders to wait it out or hunt it down. Well, I'm a patient woman, so let us wait it out and trap it. What's it gotta take? Occupy more, win more. Since you're a mirror, you could probably have a lot of... Guess not. Probably die in the dungeon anyhow. There's that host. Where? Oh, that's far away. I'm sure you can deal with it. If not, then we'll have to let that go because of how separate it is. They allow women in the order. Okay, I'll take my leave. Sorry about that, so I will join this coming march. Long time, though. Though the boar fought violently, we finally bring the beast down. To loud cheers from our retainers, it has been a good hunt. We all fought as best we could. Fodder dunner? Hunt? Yeah. I mean, I don't want to go up there and deal with that peasant revolt. They're already mad as it is. Just want to deal with this thing. We part ways silently. Vicayâtitta. Let's look at somewhat sullen. Guess we did not really work out the way we hoped after. Well, I tried my best at least. Again, he's a monk. I'm the empress. There's, you know... Oh dear. Oh no. Save them. Still in the middle of training, interestingly enough. I can't intervene in these matters. But we can with them. You could be in a council. Oh, he's dead. But the war continues. I'm 35 years old and I'm doing this for Brahma. I wanted to be just like my father, be a great holy warrior. Not gonna get a lot of karma for that, because I'm not of that religious place anymore. I'm Shivist. But if you want more karma, keep burning apostates. Screwed up thing to say, but that's a fact. Fact of life. What you can say is, deal with it! Unless you want to donate, or you can't donate to charity or whatnot, which would also be a nice thing to do. About to score a big one here. And soon all the troubles will be over. The infidels neither shall sleep and neither shall we. Well, we're about to lead them in a battle. peasant revolt's been dealt with. There we go. Now we can finally, well, there's this host out there, which I'll have to help him out on that too. And we're doing this for the moral authority. Yeah, we're coming. Just one more battle, then we have to go home before civil war breaks out, as everybody's mad as hell. There will be peace in our time. It's just, you gotta wait. And we'll figure out what we'll do next. Especially that I'm a mother with a single daughter. Gee, we killed them all. Is that it? Yeah. Oh, now we can rest. Hey, since we're bordered with that salt, a delegation of my subjects of a large-scale forest clearing work's being done in one of my provinces. Recent illness amongst the elephants means the peasants don't have enough of the animals to be able to finish before the rainy season. I ask them to lend them elephants to speed up the work. Alright, we'll send them elephants. Come on, get your ass back over here. We don't have the troop numbers like we used to. And there's a disease around here. It's camp fever again. Always happens. It seems the southern tip of that region is the most diseased, as always. It's where it always originates. Every time when there's a disease in Tamil Nadu, it always retards our progress. No longer a rampant sinner and you've become popular. Hey, you finally made a friend. At least father won't have to die alone. Happy for him. Oh, yeah. These fools. Because you know how I'm, an up and at 'em type of person who likes to duel. Come on, let's fight. Refuse the challenge. Okay, how about you? You want to fight me? Even though you're old? I've chosen to accept. I'm going to kick your can. My opponent looks nervous, his arm a little ill-fitting. I briefly contemplate if he would rather do this another day. A moment later, I snap out of it. Like in the fresh morning air shower of my senses said, the staunch man is on the ground, groaning in pain. Don't want to be merciless, no. Just want to increase my duel experience. Just as sounds like hiya. I'm unscathed. I'm a renowned duelist. Okay, we'll close that episode very soon. Says he. Oh yeah, and this sort of book. A classic Tamil poetic work. The poem deals with the aspects of courtship between a hero and a heroine. Shizi is a Chinese classic written by Shi Jiao, combining ideas from several different schools of thought. It's based on key ideas of self-cultivation, timelessness, humility, and objectivity. Well, I can tell you this on the next episode. Let me save for future possible conflicts. Claimant war, impossible. Out of the question. This old sultanate. We could do a religious liberation of Punjab. So, like, yeah, 3 West Indian independent kingdoms. You know, we would also be dealing with a more bigger approach. And also the rise of the Seljuks, which they apparently ditched their Turkish culture in favor of Persian. That, and, let's say, for other potential conflicts to expand our interest. That's the reason why we want Kosala in the first place, despite its isolated enclaves. It's just Punjab must be liberated. Sunni is the dominant area. Not to mention it would give them a chance to try to reclaim some of that was lost over the years. As I said, just following in my father's footstep, but not to the point where I would want to retire as a Buddhist monk. No. I'll be a warrior, a holy warrior woman till the very end. So we'll see you in the next one. Until then, so long for now.